and the players in the industry have done, we now have direct carrier billing, which means that orang bisa beli applications and in-app with pulsa. Makes it very easy. Anyone can do it. Selama mereka top up pulsanya, mereka bisa lakukan. And it is already happening with our top telco partners. So we're not just talking middle up people that have access to credit cards. It's basically everyone and anyone you see out there are going to be willing and can pay for your applications because it's being made easy. As long, again, if they find it interesting, if they find it useful, if they find it relevant. The tech industry is obviously taking off and e-commerce is leading this. I think some of the key players are probably here. I don't need to name them, you know who they are. And they've done a fantastic job in basically accelerating the e-commerce industry in the past 2 to 3 years. Sayangnya, unfortunately, out of all of these amazing players who've built $100 million businesses, only 1 out of 1,000 top global downloaded apps is karya anak bangsa. Bisa tebak siapa? Bisa tebak siapa? Udah dikatain loh tadi karya anak bangsa. Only 1, 1 dari 1,000 itu benar-benar buatan orang Indonesia dan dibuat dari Indonesia. Padahal tadi saya udah tunjuk potensinya besar sekali. Dari sisi populasi jumlah orangnya banyak, mereka semua willing untuk pay. Now it's just a question of us start build the products that are relevant and they want to download, they want to use it actively every single day. And that's the challenge that we're facing today, that we're sort of inviting you all to embark with us as we kick this off. And we understand there's challenges, right? So based on our study, in a couple of countries, marketing is cited as the biggest challenge for app developers. When you say marketing, it's basically how do you acquire new users? How do you engage them and get them to use the apps more often, right? And it's some of these we'll be covering today, right? There's going to be Kunal, who's going to be talking about how he can help you use our platforms and products to do that. There's going to be the Engage track to be able to do that. We have George as well, who's going to be sharing with you insights to understand further the users and what their needs are for you to help you actually develop and build products that are relevant to them. Right, so today we're going to help you answer that question. How do you make products for 250 million Indonesians? We want to help you accelerate this effort by creating this platform and showcasing the various tools and services that we have to help you drive success. We'll give you the top tips, the best practices in the world to enable you to be able to reach that goal. So that's what we're going to do today. Simply put, there's a couple of principles that we're going to be sharing. But essentially, we believe that the developer success relies on 3 pillars. And this is how the day has been structured. The first one is develop, which means developing high-quality apps that the users love, that the users need. So we're going to help you understand Android best practices, policies, tools. We'll help you understand the app development platform that we have that will help you to do that. And also enterprise offerings to help you on cloud and computer engine. The second one is engage. And this is the biggest challenge that you guys actually cited when it comes to developing apps. We'll help you with the tips and tricks on how to acquire new users, to get them to install, to get them to engage more often. How do we share the solutions that we have within the Google products that will enable you to do that. And the last one is earn. Ini yang paling penting kan? It's all about the money. No one is working here for free. Everyone wants a piece of that $1 billion pie. So how do you then use that product and that large user base that you have to start earning money? And that's what the third track on earn is going to be. So based on registrations, develop has been the biggest track that we have today. But seeing the challenges that I just mentioned, engage and earn is going to be equally as important for all of you to understand and to find out what we can do to help. So I think we've established this. It's high quality and locally relevant mobile content ecosystem that you need to grow. And To do that, the biggest question that you need to answer is, will my app provide a solution that cater to their needs or solve the problem? At the end of the day, that's what a successful startup is. You find an issue that's happening, a real issue, and then you try to solve it. That's what Gojek did. Yeah, they understood that there's a problem dengan kemacetan di Jakarta. People are frustrated, they can't get anything done, and they provided a solution with something yang sudah existing sebenarnya. Right? By optimizing tukang ojek yang sebenarnya, I mean, that's how you get around Jakarta. You don't take an ojek, you can't get anywhere faster than 30 minutes. That's the kind of solutions. And that's what we want to push more of. To help you understand those insights, find those problems, and create products that truly useful for the Indonesian user. Have those users in mind, understand those needs, and remember three things, because di Indonesia ada keterbatasan infrastruktur tertentu juga yang mempengaruhi bagaimana produk tersebut harus dibuat. Yang pertama adalah build small for all. Try to keep the memory as low as possible. Karena kalau dipikir-pikir, most of the 100 million users that are out there, mereka punya handphone yang low end, yang mungkin memorinya hanya berapa megabyte, right? So it's important for us to build small products that can run on small memory. Second one is optimizing data. So even though right now they can pay through Pulsa, but they will appreciate it when it consumes less data, so it means less money for them. At the same time, it probably will consume less battery as well, right? And then the third one is think online to offline. And that's a trend that we're seeing more and more of how businesses are thinking how to connect. Like, for example, Amazon, they're now creating bookstores, apparently, in the US. Or even Gojek, if you think about it, or Uber, if you think about it. It's linking the online world to an offline issue or an offline solution. So think about what are the opportunities that you could do that goes from online to offline. And all of this we're doing as part of our commitment, together with the government, to build 100,000 Indonesian mobile developers by 2020. And this is important for us because I think it's important for us to create products that are useful for the users. And we want to be able to build the right ecosystem to do that. And there's basically three efforts that we're doing to enable this. The first one is Launchpad Accelerator. So a couple of months ago, ada beberapa startup yang kita kirim ke Mountain View, and they actually had a mentoring session together with Googlers and also met with a lot of other startups from around the world. And we helped them sort of accelerate their startup, basically. And they were really happy. Second one is Udacity courses. So these are courses that are now translated in Bahasa Indonesia, and it basically has all of these different lessons that are given by our expert developer relations team from the US. And the last one that we're kicking off recently is in Android Kejar, which is an initiative that we're doing. Kejar itu singkatan dari kelompok belajar. Very simple, right? Basically, we have facilitators in 5 different countries who will lead sort of study groups to teach more and more developers to be able to build products for Indonesia. So, I'm coming to the close of my opening, but I'm going to leave you with this thought. Saat ini kita punya satu dari 1,000 global apps that is karya anak bangsa, that is coming from Indonesia. My challenge to you is, out of this, 1,000 people in this room, let's make that 20. Susah nggak ya? 1 sampai 20? We have 1,000 people here. I'm sure 20 out of 1,000 is what, 2%? 2% of us can make it. Let's grow 20x. And let's work together. Let's find the solutions that we need to grow that 20x, to go from 1 to 20 of those top 1,000 apps coming from Indonesia. We have the user base, we have the ability to pay. We just need to work together to find out what are those issues and build the right products for them. Don't doubt yourself. If you think about Google, you think about Facebook, you think about Amazon, you think about eBay, they all started with a couple of people. Just normal people like us. But they were thinking, and they were thoughtful, they were committed to bringing new solutions to the world, right? And they've really changed the world. So it's not up to anyone else, it's up to us. And that's all that we need, right? So hopefully today that's what you're going to find. Hopefully today you're going to understand more of what we can help you to enable you to build those products. And that's basically the only thing that I ask of you. That we're going to use that, and we're going to propel that, we're going to use that to accelerate Indonesia to be up there with the rest of the world and sort of earn our spot the way that we should, because we're a giant in terms of the digital economy globally. So thank you.